Still staying with the older songs, I decided quite early on to, by and large, as I said, to write about the passage of my generation through life, and not to try to attempt to write songs in the traditional style, which I couldn't really emulate. I love, when I listen to folk music for my own fun, I listen to traditional songs. But I just didn't feel I could write in that style. And so I decided, no, there's no point in writing about the old ploughboy or the canal barge from Man or whatever, things of the past. I'd have to write about contemporary things I knew something about. So what do I know about from my job? I know about office life. So sooner or later, the time would have come for me to write one. And what triggered it was when I read a statistic that says 60% of the Western world's workforce could be termed office workers. Well, indeed, I've been an office worker all my life. Most of my colleagues, most of my relatives, most of my friends have been office workers. We all have sort of desk, computer, telephone, work in a cubicle or open plan space or an office. But I'm sure that 60% of the children, or the teenagers rather, when they decide in the future, don't think, ooh, when I grow up, I want to have a desk and a computer and a cubicle. So, we all start with different dreams, but somewhere along the way we'll lose our way, I guess. And by the time we realize it, if we ever do, it's too late. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. You heard the name of one of them earlier on, John Thompson, who wrote that lovely last song that Christine and Steve sang. He used to be a very successful barrister. And he dropped it all in his mid-30s and said, no, I want to be a folk singer. Okay, so he's not very bright. But he followed his dream. But this song is not about him and people like him, it's about the rest of us. As the day says hello, you are marching to the station. Your suit of grey you wear to match the colour of your heart, and the army you join of the office workers' nation. You keep your elbows by your side, you Spain behind to shield your eye. You're ready for the start, reflecting all the while on dreams abandoned. For your reality and hopes are far apart. But now just put in the hours, don't expect job satisfaction. Just keep your eyes upon the screen until the subs are done. In the grand scheme of things, you are just a tiny fraction. So sell your dreams for one more year, for 2 weeks in the sun. Though you now recognize this was never your intention, your steps you can't retrace now. You have far too much at stake, for you have to protect all those benefits and pension. So you live your world of lies now, for the bungee rope that ties you to the office you can't break. Cause losing all your comforts for a whimsy is a risk that you are not prepared to take. So now just put in the hours, don't expect job satisfaction. Just keep your eyes upon the screen until the sums are done. In the grand scheme of things, you are just a tiny fraction. So sell your dreams for one more year, for 2 weeks in the sun. For your time hard at work, salary's the only reason, and your career leads nowhere but some flowers on a clock. You're not safe but cut off in your corner office prison, arrested but not granted bail. You watch the dreams of others sail while you're still at the dock. You had your opportunities to join them, but you pretend you didn't even hear the knock. So now just put in the hours, don't expect job satisfaction. Just keep your eyes upon the screen until the subs are done. In the grand scheme of things, you are just a tiny fraction. So sell your dreams for 1 more year, for 2 weeks in the sun. If you've learned to accept all those trinkets that they give you, big house and a fancy car and titles for your name, still your dreams will not die and your conscience won't forgive you. And every year that passes by, the dreams just seem to multiply and feed your secret shame, for you could have changed your life's course in a moment. And if you don't, you've got yourself to blame. So now just put in the hours, don't expect job satisfaction. Just keep your eyes upon the screen until the sums are done. In the grand scheme of things, you are just a tiny fraction. So sell your dreams for 1 more year, for 2 weeks in the sun. Yes, sell your dreams for 1 more year, for 2 weeks in the sun.